Welcome back to episode part 4.
Yes.
Talking about the NFC, AFC. Finally done with the first 3 parts, and now let's get to the AFC East and West.
Yeah, let's start with the AFC West. This is an interesting division here.
It is.
I think we're gonna get the easy one out of the way. Chiefs powerhouse, and I called this in the beginning of the season when I said this Chiefs team looks really good.
Yeah, they powerhouse. They are number 1 best team in the season. Unfortunately, best team in the league. 15-2 Chiefs, number 1 seed, 6 of 7 Super Bowl appearances. Powerhouse, dude. Dynasty.
This is a different kind of level of dynasty than the Pats.
Oh, yeah.
And I think everybody's recognizing that now. Something that I think is really interesting, the Eagles have denied a 3-peat already.
Oh, okay.
They won against the Patriots. And at that time, that was the Patriots' second time going into the Super Bowl in a row. Or last year they went to a Super Bowl. The year before that, they went to a Super Bowl. They faced the Eagles, they lost, and the next year, the Pats went to the Super Bowl and won.
Damn.
So they went to 3 Super Bowls in a row, lost 1. We'll see if the Eagles can do it again with
go Eagles
with the Chiefs.
Yeah, this Chiefs team is so dominant. And then, like I said, going into the season, roster looked amazing, right? They had Hollywood Brown, Pacheco, Kelsey, Mahomes. They look scary. Okay, there goes 3 peats coming, no problem, right? It's inevitable. And here we are, 1 week away. They're in the bowl against the Eagles. Ooh.
Yeah,
I'm not ready for this game, bro.
I'm not ready for it. But they had a great season. And towards the middle of the season, they looked beatable. That's the thing they look so beatable. They weren't so dominant during the season, but they were so well coached. They knew how to win. They played well together, which made them have a successful season.
Yeah, I think it's wild to me that being this team that they are, they didn't score 30 points all season long, like more than 30 points. And then they come and beat the Bills with 32 points. Like what?
Yeah.
How, man? But no, they showed dominance, and I mean they asserted dominance in that last game. Like they played like the Chiefs that we expected all year long.
This was the season because this is the 3-peat season. People are going to be looking in the future. People are going to be looking at. Let's look at the Chiefs each season. The times they won Super Bowl 3 years in a row. Mm-hmm. First season, second season, third season. This season might be their weakest, but they still had a great season because this is the season that they had to do well to make that 3-peat. So yeah, powerhouse, 100%.
Powerhouse Chiefs.
Next one is a little bit interesting, but I'll let you bring it in.
Yeah, I got the Broncos. I have them at a B+. I have mixed feelings though. I kind of want to put them under improving or elite. I'm gonna go more with improving though because where they're coming from, right? Last season they were a fluke with Russell Wilson. They didn't do that great. I think they had an average season, so just another season for them. But they definitely improved with Bo Nix. Sutton looked good on offense. That defense was tough, bro. That Broncos defense was scary. In most games, they held a lot of guys to no points. Now, for these guys, the future is bright, right? We know Sean Payton's a great coach. Bo Nix proved himself this season. He looked very calm, collected against the Bills, against big names, big teams, against the Bengals. He looked fucking crazy.
I think that's a great place to put them in, improving. There can be an argument for elite. They were this close to beating the Chiefs. They could have been the first team to end their winning streak.
Yeah. Black Magic stopped that one.
Black Magic stopped that one. But yeah, I think they are improving. This was an improvement from last year. Who knows? Maybe in the next couple of years there will be a lead or a powerhouse. But I like improving. Improving looks good.
Up next we have the Chargers.
The Chargers.
Your boys, the Chargers.
No,
just kidding. Chargers, I have them graded as a B as well. I'm gonna go with improving just from what they came from last year. Again, same thing. They had a very bad record, and they bring in Jim Harbaugh, great coach by the way, and changed his team around. He turned his team around really fast. They went from a low losing record to an 11-6 team, got them to the playoffs. They couldn't make it that far. They couldn't win the big game once again. But yeah, I have high hopes for this team, and I've always liked Justin Herbert since he came into the league. He's always been a great quarterback. This year he looked really solid. There's just some stuff that's missing with this team. I think a couple receivers in there, and maybe a coaching staff. You know what?
I want to put them at just another season. They did improve. They improved. But maybe I probably put them towards the end because I think at the end of the season, it's just another case where there are more questions than answers. Are the Chargers going to be elite at one point?
Mm-hmm.
They will with Jim Harbaugh, but will they with Justin Herbert? I know they can with Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh's a great coach, but Justin Herbert has been in the league long enough, and it's not like this Chargers team was missing any really, really key components.
Yeah.
This was a very competitive team. It's not super complete like the Ravens, but they have enough tools to be considered an elite team. They can go head to head with the Texans or with Green Bay or with the Rams.
Yeah.
If anything, those teams that are elite had bigger issues during the season, and they were still able to kind of have that elite season.
Yeah.
So yes, they are improving, but I don't know if they can improve anymore, which makes me feel like this can be just another season masked as an improved season.
Yeah. I get that. That's understandable. I don't know, because again, for me, based off of last year, they did improve. Maybe it could have just been the coaching. It could have just been, there's a whole bunch of things that could have been. But I just know for a fact that from coming what they came from last year, I think it's an improvement. Now, I don't even have them close to being elite at all. And they just can't win the important games that need to, just like the Texans. They lost to Texans. They were favorites against the Texans. They lost. They couldn't beat the Chiefs at all. They almost beat them in one game, but
they lost to the Texans bad.
They got smacked, bro.
They got pounded.
That shit was a scrimmage. They went to a pound town.
They went to a pound town.
Oh shit! All right, Chargers at improving. We'll move stuff around right now in a bit. I think that's where they belong, though. So last team in the West, we have the Raiders. I have these guys at a huge fat F.
Ugh.
Failure, bro. Put them at the end, bro. Now these guys, I mean, this team it's tough for this team. They got nothing, right? They have nothing. They had lost their coach. They have no QB. They have no receivers. They have nothing. The only thing they have is rocking for them is Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers.
I feel bad for the guy, man. He's running a team that just ain't going nowhere for a while.
Yeah.
This is a rebuild after rebuild.
I mean, they got Max Crosby as well.
On defense, but he's only getting older, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's got to go somewhere else. But yeah, failure of a season. These guys need a lot of work this offseason. We'll see what happens with them.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think the Raiders, it's self-explanatory. They definitely had a failure season. Let's see what Pete Carroll can do. This is going to be tough.
Yeah, Pete Carroll's coming in for the Raiders this next season. I hope he can, figure something out. I want to see these guys be competitive. I need someone to beat the Chiefs in their division.
Yeah, the Raiders, I mean, that's the thing. There are a few teams in the failure category that have really bright futures. The Bears, possibly the Jags, and I think the Raiders are one of them. Let's see how Tom Brady, because he has part ownership. Yeah. So let's see Pete Carroll, Tom Brady, they can kind of at least make this team look a little bit competitive in the coming years.
I know they really want Shedeur Sanders, and I think he wants to go there. So possibility.
It's not bad.
Possibility.
Not bad.
All right, so they ended up 4-13, so terrible season. All right, last one, the AFC East. Let's bring it up first with the Buffalo Bills.
The Buffalo Bills.
I have the Bills at an A. I'm going to go with elite, yeah. I have them at elite. They are not a powerhouse because they make it to the playoffs year after year. They're in the same position. It could almost be just another season, to be honest. Because they year after year, they get to the same spot. They just can't beat Mahomes.
Damn, that's a great...
Now that I think about it, it's just another season. They do the same thing. They're always going to be dominant. They're always going to be elite. But is it just another season? Right?
That's a good observation because okay, so in the beginning of the season, nobody thought they were going to do anything. Mm-hmm. Man, that's a really good point. Are they elite? Do they have an elite season? Think about it. Josh Allen, he had an MVP season.
Yeah. Let's put him at elite. I think I like him at elite. They're not a powerhouse yet because they always do the same thing for so long. They've done it for so many seasons. They win their division. But they don't beat Mahomes. They haven't figured it out yet, bro.
I think what separates this season from other seasons is Josh Allen's kind of reputation and his credibility now.
Yeah.
Because Josh Allen had this team on his shoulders. Everyone thought they weren't going to do anything, and he made them go to the AFC Championship, and they just barely lose to the Chiefs.
They blew that shit, bro.
Or they blew it.
Blew it.
They blew it, but I'd say, yeah, they had an elite season.
Yeah.
with less. Remember, they had to do more with less.
Yeah, they had no stars, no superstars on. The only superstar was just Josh Allen and James Cook. You know,
James Cook.
They had different receivers every game, different tight ends coming in. So, yeah, now I'll talk about the Bills. I'm sad, bro.
Well, let's go to another team.
Win,
Let's talk the Miami Dolphins.
All right, Miami Dolphins. I have them at a C-.
Okay.
Just another season. They lost Tua mid-season, and that just took a huge toll on them. They brought in Tyler Huntley, and he just couldn't do it. He wasn't the guy. I feel bad for this team. Like, I always root for the Dolphins just because I love going to Florida. I love Miami.
This season I think this season represents a closing chapter in the franchise. And when I say that, with Tyreek Hill once out, Tua is now questionable in that people are saying that he should just stop playing football as a whole. There was that controversy towards the beginning of the season, and now McDaniels has another season under his belt where they don't make the playoffs, and even if they did, we all knew they weren't going to go far.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of time for a rebuild, or it's time to figure out what's going on because, this is just another season for the Dolphins.
All right, up next, the Patriots. I have them at a D-. I'm going to go with, just another season. They didn't fail. I don't think they failed. No, so I have them at just another season because I think nobody had high hopes for this team. Right, I didn't go into this team thinking this was going to be a whole new team like the Bears kind of vibe with Caleb Williams and what was going on. And Drake May looks good. I think he's very promising. He's got a bright future with the Pats. He's got a new coach with Mike Vrabel. So
oh my God,
that's going to be something. And then they have right now they have ties to maybe getting T Higgins or possibly AJ Brown. That'll be insane for Drake May. Yeah, these guys in their season again. They're in rebuild mode. They've lost everything, so now it's just time to build back up.
Yeah, that's a good point. Just another season. There wasn't many expectations. Drake May looks good. Honestly, if I were a Pats fan, I wish Miguel was here because he's a Pats fan. I wonder. I mean, I wouldn't be too mad about this season.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Mike Vrabel, that they are going to be a problem next year.
The Bills better watch out, bro.
Bills better watch out. They're going to be a problem. You know what? This is probably like a take, way too early that, the Patriots are going to be next year's Washington.
Ooh, that'd be nice. I wouldn't mind that.
Hot take, or maybe even the Bears. But we saved the best for last.
All right, best for last, Mr. Aaron Rodgers himself, the New York Jets. The Jets, I have them at an F.
I got them as a powerhouse.
Oh shit! No, just kidding. That's a huge failure of a season. I think we had very high expectations. I had them in the bowl, bro. I had them coming into the bowl, or at least the playoffs.
Embarrassing.
Yep, embarrassing, bro. This team was just what they were. They were 5-12, another Bears record. They couldn't do anything, bro. They could not move that ball. They had like literally 5 good games, and one of that thing was just an ugly win. And I was rooting for this team.
What a dumpster fire of a season.
Yeah.
Fired coach, fired everybody.
Yeah, fired everyone, bring in new guys.
Brought in new guys, didn't work out. So much controversy with the Jets. This was a terrible, terrible, terrible season for them.
Yeah.
Awful season.
So they tried to make a super team within the middle of a season, and it just went nowhere.
It went terrible.
Yeah.
Is
it time for Rodgers to put the cleats up? He's got one more in him.
No.
Yeah, it's done. Right?
He's done,
bro. It sucks that he had to end like this, bro. Going 5-12, no playoff appearance, looked horrible. I mean, yeah, he's old. We get it, but like, how do you end your legacy like that, bro?
Oh my God, the Jets had a terrible season. They had an awful season.
Everyone looked horrible, bro. Even, and I like this team. I like the roster. Some guys, they went to Iowa State. My Packer boys, and they just dumpster fire. You said it perfectly. The dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire of a season. So yeah, this is pretty much our rating for this year's season and how each season went for each team.
Now let's kind of like talk about maybe now moving kind of some teams around. Seeing everyone out there. Do we agree with every row?
Yeah, I am. I'm looking at the Bengals. I don't think we should put them at just another season. Actually,
let's move them to failure. I think.
Put them down as a failure of a season. They let.
But let's put them higher though. Don't put them too high. So we'll go as first line is obviously 1 seed. So, I like them at 2. They still had a better record than everyone in this. They had the best record in this failure season. So I think maybe put them first. But yeah, that defense just failed us. They failed Joey B's MVP season. Got a huge rebuild this summer.
Huge rebuild. Anything else that you see that we can kind of switch around?
As far as failure, let me see. Let's probably go in order of the.
All right, let's look at failure. Yeah, that's a good one.
So I think Jets is the last only because of how much expectation they had and where they ended. I like the last four. They're all about the same. Saints, yep. Jags, yep. Failure looks good to me, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so too.
Put the Bears at the end, bro. Just kidding. All right, just another season. Vikings did have an outstanding season for themselves this year. I would probably leave that one.
Yeah.
Steelers look good right there. The Seahawks, yeah, I like them right there. Falcons, Dolphins, yeah, that works.
You know what? Maybe even the Dolphins could go down to failure too.
They could, to be honest.
I'm gonna put them down right here.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah,
put it a little bit down
because I feel like the Dolphins probably had a high hope for them because of, again, coming off a good season last year, being a playoff contender. They just looked awful this year, but not terrible. I mean, again, they were 8-9. All right, and then improving. Broncos, Chargers. We got the Panthers in there, bro.
What's wrong with that,
funny,
dude?
Bro.
The Panthers are improving.
The Bengals had a better record than them, bro. I think that one's perfect the way it is. Yeah, because Bucks 10-7. Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, looks good, right?
All right, elite.
It starts to get a little bit.
Yeah, now it's gonna get a
little tough right here.
I probably want to move the Packers to the back.
Really? I like where they're at.
Yeah, you like them at third?
I like where they're at. I think the Packers had a better season than the Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because, the Packers, I think Matt LaFleur did pretty well when Jordan Love was injured. Jordan Love didn't have a good year. And they still, they still did pretty well for themselves. Yeah. Texans, everybody was so focused on this season because of CJ Stroud, and the season kind of went down because of him.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, that one stays.
I think overall they had a better season than the Texans. Right. LA Rams still elite, but really rough season. But they still made an elite season out of the situation.
Yeah, for real. All right, cool. So that one stays good. Powerhouse. I have a switch I want to make. I think I want to move Commanders to the back. I want to move the Eagles ahead of Baltimore. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Chiefs, obviously, we know they're number one, best team in the league. Eagles are very dominant, and again, they didn't have very dominant season, but they got to where they needed to be. They did what needed to be done, right?
Yeah, this was a really good season.
It was a great season for them, and now they're healthy going into the Super Bowl. Exactly what we need to fucking beat the Chiefs, bro. I'm tired of these Chiefs. Baltimore and Lions, I think they're close. They're close. I'll leave them just like that. And then Commanders, yeah, because they're still the newer team. They're a powerhouse this season. We don't know if they're going to be powerhouse next season or just elite next season.
That's about this season. I think we're rating them out of the season, brother.
Yeah.
I think we can even put Washington up here.
You think they beat the Ravens?
It's not. I mean, no. But in terms of
just
the amount of excitement and success that they experienced this season, boom, right here. But okay. I mean, yeah, I guess. They're still the little guy, they're the new guy in town, right? So we'll put him down at the bottom.
All right.
But this is it. This is the refined list.
This is our grade for this season's NFL 2024-2025.
Next year, brother, right here. Right here.
Put the Bengals up there, too.
We'll put the Bengals up right here next year.
Super Bowl next year. Bears, Bengals, orange.
Orange, bro. So,
all right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this, this segment that we did, we want to try something different. Since football is going to be done, so we got to, bring in new, fresh ideas. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys can again like, comment, share, subscribe. You guys know what to do. The button's down here. We'll see you guys next episode.